Jiri Prochazka went off on Magomed Ankalaev, calling him a fraud. The former light heavyweight title holder, who initially had his sights set on a trilogy with Alex Pereira, has now shifted his focus to reclaiming gold, believing that Pereira should take some time off while he goes after Ankalaev. Speaking passionately in a recent interview, Prochazka didn't mince words, calling the champion a fraud and criticizing the way he carries himself. He admitted that while he respects most fighters, Ankalaev is an exception, saying he doesn't like his attitude or the things he says. The tension between the two escalated when Ankalaev fired shots at him on social media, questioning whether he deserves a title shot and calling him a terrible fighter. Jiri didn't take kindly to those words, flipping the script by accusing the Dagestani of being the real fraud. He also dismissed Ankalaev's championship win, implying that it came against the worst version of Alex Pereira. With Jiri fired up and calling for a showdown, the UFC now has an intense rivalry brewing at the top of the light heavyweight division. If Prochazka gets his wish, a clash with Ankalaev could be next on the horizon, and given their history of explosive fights, it's one that fans won't want to miss.
I have to fight with Alex right now. He lost the fight, and let's give him a little bit time and go for the title. Yeah, because first time I was first after their fight, I just thought like Alex will be now free, and it will be more logical fight to go with Alex and win one more fight before the title. But then I realized, man, I want a title. I want to go with Ankalaev because his style and his mouth, what he's saying is something what I don't like it. I don't like it. I like all the people. I like except him, but he's too much.
Henry Cejudo thinks Alex Pereira's lifestyle of constant travel and distractions have caught up to him. Ahead of UFC 313, Alex faced significant skepticism from MMA pundits, including Daniel Cormier, who, along with others, raised concerns about Pereira's commitment to defending his title, pointing out his relaxed social media presence and leisure trips. It seemed to some like Pereira wasn't fully dialed in for the challenge that lay ahead. Despite the criticism, Pereira strongly denied any doubts about his preparation. He confidently stated he was ready for the challenge and knew exactly what Ankalaev brought to the table. But when the fight finally happened, something was off. Pereira's usual explosiveness wasn't there, and he seemed uncharacteristically hesitant. It was a far cry from the fighter we've seen shut down Adesanya and dominate others in the division. Former two-division champion Henry Cejudo weighed in on the fight, suggesting that Pereira's extravagant lifestyle and outside-the-cage distractions might have finally caught up with him. On his Pound for Pound podcast, Henry speculated that all the fame and the attention could have taken away from Pereira's focus during camp, affecting his performance when it mattered most. That being said, it's important not to count out Pereira. He's still one of the most dangerous fighters in the division, and a few adjustments to his approach and game plan could set him back on track.
I think Alex Pereira's lifestyle is finally kind of catching up to him. It's finally catching up to him, the travel, the shama, a lot of the skits and a lot of stuff that he's actually doing. It's really not doing him any service. The only reason why I say that is because his body looked a little different, dude. He looked a little pudgier. He looked a little thicker in the face going in. But then too, we have to credit Magomed Ankalaev. He did a really good job of his composure, bro. He didn't react to a lot of Pereira's things where, a lot of these guys are like, Pereira throws and they'll like bring their arms. Like the dude had his hands up the whole damn time, and not just that, but Alex Pereira also has trouble with southpaws, dude. And I said it in the beginning, dude. You take away his power, yeah. Did he kick him? Cool, but Magomed Ankalaev did a really good job of kicking his legs too, man. With southpaw, he hurt Alex Pereira. You can tell in the beginning of round one where Alex tried to switch because that lead leg was hurt, and they both kind of had similar stance. So it's almost like you kick the kicker.
Khamzat Chimaev has finally broken his silence on the uncertainty surrounding his next fight. Fans, and even Chimaev himself, expected his title fight to be announced by now. Yet for unknown reasons, the UFC continues to delay his next move. In a recent interview with a Russian reporter, Usha Taika, Khamzat was asked about his long-awaited title shot, to which he responded with, quote, "I'm still waiting for my comeback. Most likely my next fight will be in Abu Dhabi." I want to fight for the belt. I have 8 wins in a row in the UFC. 8. There's no other fighter in the UFC who has 8 wins in a row and hasn't fought for a title. I think right now they have to give me the title shot. I really want that belt. Dana talks differently all the time. Let's see. I am yet to figure him out. One day it's one thing, and the next day it's something completely different. We're in non-stop negotiations all the time. Recently, Dricus posted a picture with a shark on his Instagram, and a fan commented underneath, "Don't kiss it on the mouth," referencing Khamzat's lip injury, which occurred in his childhood when his village was under attack by forces, and little Khamzat fell down the stairs, which led to his lip getting cut. DDP responded with, "No way, that's what Khamzat tried, and look how that turned out." UFC Hall of Famer Michael Bisping reacted to the situation.
This is good. Khamzat fights 3 times, including Strickland and Dricus du Plessis. I like that one. That's what we want to see from Khamzat Chimaev. Of course, what he did last year, choking out Robert Whittaker the way that he did, smashing the teeth, just demolishing him, just destroying him, right, without any pushback. No offense, Rob, you're the man. Was impressive. But Khamzat's strength of schedule is kind of what's holding him back, okay?
Kamaru Usman urges his teammate Justin Gaethje to improve in one area after UFC 313. After his impressive victory this past weekend, Justin earned high praise from fans and teammates alike. However, Kamaru, while acknowledging Gaethje's dominance in the octagon, had some advice for his longtime friend. During the post-fight interview with Joe Rogan, the highlight kept his usual humble demeanor and refrained from hyping up his performance or calling for big fights, something that didn't sit well with Usman. On his Pound for Pound podcast, he urged Justin to embrace a more charismatic approach when speaking to fans. Usman pointed out that while Justin's skills in the cage are undeniable, he could benefit from selling himself more, likening the situation to WWE stars who build excitement around their fights with their personalities. Despite this, he made it clear that his criticism comes from a place of admiration, appreciating Justin's honest nature, but encouraging him to push a little further in terms of promotion. This was Usman's way of showing his belief that Gaethje could take his star power to the next level. After all, in a sport where performance and personality go hand in hand, Kamaru knows that building anticipation can only add to the excitement surrounding a fighter's journey to a title shot. Justin, who faced Rafael Fiziev in a rematch, delivered another strong performance, earning unanimous decision victory over the Azerbaijani fighter. This victory came on the heels of Justin's recovery from a knockout loss to Max Holloway almost a year prior. The win solidified his position in the championship conversation, preventing a potential losing streak. Who would you prefer to see Justin Gaethje face next? Ilya Topuria, Arman Tsarukyan, or Charles Oliveira? Each matchup screams violence. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for daily MMA news.